guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. Today I'm going to be doing a weekly plan with me in my home planner from Passionate Penny Pincher. I do have the 2024 planner, which if you saw my plan with me last week, you will know that I am going to be using this for 2024 as well, specifically for home management planning. And I know that I mentioned this in last video as well. I'm kind of up in the air on how I'm going to use this planner. The way that I've been using it in the past 6 months or so is to just leave it out and use these checklists, not for the specific days that the checklists are on, but just to have a running to-do list for the week that I don't have to think about writing down in my own daily planner. But I'm kind of thinking that I may not need my weekly life planner if I'm using this for home management tasks, because a lot of what I put in my weekly plan is kind of like the to-do list for the week, the tasks that I have to complete. I do also have an overview of where we're going and some other stuff that I work on from that planner, but maybe I don't need to keep track of that in a weekly planner because I'm also using my daily planner. I don't know, guys. I'm making it too complicated, I think, for myself. But anyways, because we are on our homeschool break right now, I don't have a ton of activities outside of the house. Well, we do have a bunch of activities, but none of it is really super scheduled, I guess is what I would say. We do have a few appointments, but for the most part, we are just kind of going with the flow because we're on break. We don't have any like outside commitments really. So I decided to use this specifically to kind of keep my house in order while we are going through this break. There are some particular tasks that I need to accomplish, you know, each week as far as home management goes, and we're just kind of going with it. So today is actually Monday, December 4th, and I think that I'm going to do this plan, and then I'm also going to do a week of daily plans, which is what I typically do. When I do a weekly plan with me, I will follow it up with a week of daily plans so you can kind of see how things pan out. So I think I'm going to do that. Last week was pretty good. I got most of the things done that were on my list, and it worked out well, just leaving this in the kitchen and people could do what they needed when they needed. So today, again, really long intro. Today is the 4th. I typically will do Sunday planning, but when we are on vacation from homeschool, I don't have a need to do Sunday planning, and so I end up doing my weekly plan on Mondays. Today we woke up to about 6 inches of snow. It's beautiful. It's the first snow of the season, and because of that, I'm not going anywhere. Matt, my husband, went out to snow blow the driveway this morning, and the pull thing to turn it on broke, and then he fixed it and it broke again. So he went to work and the driveway is not plowed. So I'm not going anywhere today. I probably could, you know, if there's an emergency, I could get out, but I'm not going to try and do anything. Again, usually I will do a grocery pickup on Monday, but I'm not going to do that. And so I need to figure out what I'm going to do for food today. I'm really not sure, but that's where I'm going to start off. I think I'm actually going to do turkey pot pie. That will be easy because I already have stuff frozen. I just need to take it out. Tacos. Wednesday, I will do leftovers. Thursday, soup. Friday, leftovers. I mentioned this again last week that we do leftovers quite frequently. I'm not one to make a new meal every single day. I make a lot of one meal and then we eat it for leftovers, or I repurpose it. Oftentimes, like for tacos, I will make shredded chicken tacos and then in the crock pot, and then we'll have those for a day or two, and then I will take what's left over and make it into chicken taco soup. So essentially just taking the taco meat and adding a couple of jars of chicken or turkey stock and adding some black beans and some extra vegetables and stuff, and then you have a new meal made from leftovers. So I do that quite a bit. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be doing this weekend, so I'm not going to plan anything for the weekend yet. Okay, so meals. I'm trying to use what we have in the freezer already. I do have a lot of meat in the freezer, and I just want to make sure that I am utilizing that before I go out and purchase a bunch of other stuff. So today is going to be a Monday reset for me. Yesterday I was not feeling 100%, and so I really rested yesterday. I like to take Sunday as a Sabbath rest, but yesterday it was just a rest because I felt so miserable most of the day. And then in the evening we actually had plans out with friends, so we did do that as well. But I needed to rest a lot before I could go and do that. So today is a Monday reset. I have like a ton of laundry to do that I didn't do this weekend because yesterday I didn't feel good, and Saturday the kids and I were out most of the day shopping and just going to see some fun things around town. So lots of laundry. I really need to clean the kitchen. I didn't do that last night because we got home late and I was very tired and went to bed. So clean the kitchen. I also want to work on my office today, and then I also want to work on goals prep. Now, goals prep is not necessarily a home management task because I'm not doing anything in my vertical weekly. I am just going to write a couple other tasks on here just to make sure that I remember them. I mean, I should, because I will be doing my daily plan after this, but this will prompt me as I'm doing my daily plan. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to have to do a grocery pickup. So I need to make a grocery list here and just take stock of any baking supplies I need because we will be doing that this weekend. I think that's what I'm actually going to be doing this weekend, is baking. I also need to clean out the homeschool bins. I have milk crates that we keep, that I put all of the kids' curriculum and notebooks and all of their resources and stuff that we're using probably about 6 to 9 weeks at a time. And I will just switch out the books as needed, but I need to get those completely cleaned out and prepped for the next semester. I don't think I'm going to prep them for the next semester, but I am just going to get everything cleaned out and filed away. Oftentimes there will be extra papers and other random stuff that I actually want to put into the kids' accordion folders that I keep for their end of year portfolio reviews. So I want to make sure that I have all of that stuff out and then just take stock of anything that we may need for next semester, like new notebooks or whatever. I don't think there's too much that we have to do, or that I need to do, but I want to just go through those and then shelve the books. One of my goals is the milk crates and then to update the book log. So I'm going to put that here as well. I also have to film some videos. So I know that I will not have time to do anything else this day if I'm filming videos, because that will take me all morning and then I have to edit a video. Okay, so I think those 2 days are good. Wednesday, Emma has an ortho appointment at 1. I don't know how long that is going to take. She got her braces off last week and they had told her to wear this elastic all of the time to correct some things, so she wore it all of the time, and because she followed their instructions, it overcorrected, and so now she's going to have Invisalign for probably a month or 6 weeks to correct the overcorrection. So we were supposed to be getting retainers this day, but we're not. We're actually getting the Invisalign. I don't know how long that's going to take. My mom's going to be away, so I also have to bring Jack and Lucy with me. It should be fun. If you hear my dog snoring, that is what that is. So in the morning on Wednesday, what am I going to work on? I think I'm probably just going to work on goal prep in the morning because we have her orthodontist appointment at 1, and hopefully it won't be... Actually, I'm gonna have to write that up a little bit. So her ortho is at 1, and then I have my live stream at 2:30 for my membership community. We are going to be, my live stream is a co-working live stream where we use the Pomodoro technique to do like 25 minutes of focus work followed by a 5-minute break, and then 25 minutes of focus work, 5-minute break. But this month we're going to be focusing on goals and goal prep. And so typically at the beginning of our live stream, I will have a little bit of information that I share. And this month that is going to be all about goal prep. So if you're interested, there will be a replay of this in my membership community. So you can come over and check that out if you would like. So I'm not going to put anything else for this day because I will just be getting things ready, probably for that, and then going to Emma's orthodontist appointment. Actually, I will put Real Simple magazines. So I have a subscription to Real Simple, and I have 2 magazines that I want to go through and pull any recipes or information, and then I stick it in my home binder, just in page protectors to have it, and I just keep things organized that way. I don't always utilize that information, but I do like to pull it out. The same thing if we have homeschool magazines. I've subscribed to Wild and Free in the past, and so I will pull things out of their magazines, and I will also print things from Hearth and Home, which is a membership community that I belong to, by Heather Brugman, who used to write at Beauty That Moves, I think was her website, long time ago. And she does a lot of like homesteading and simple living type stuff. So anyways, I will just tear the information out and put it in my home management binder. So I think that's all I'm going to have for Wednesday. Thursday, what I would really like to do is to clean up the basement. Now, I tend to do this probably about twice a year, usually after we have finished our homeschool year in May, June. I will go down and go through all of the homeschool stuff and reorganize books and pack books away that we don't need, pack up stuff that we don't need. I don't really need to do that because all of my homeschool stuff is organized, but there is just a lot of toys and other random books down there that I need to figure out what to do with and get better organized. Last summer, I had originally planned to move all of the kids' toys, well, all of Lucy's toys into the basement, but we never got that far. It ended up being a much busier summer after I had organized all the homeschool stuff, so we never got to that step. Now we kind of need to work on that. So if I can get the basement cleaned up, then perhaps I can start looking at Lucy's room and reorganizing things. She has a pretty small room. Actually, all the kids' rooms are quite small compared to our last house. Our last house, the kids' rooms were all like 14 by 14, 14 by 16, and these ones are like 9 by 12, so not very big. And they still have the same amount of stuff as they did at the other house. So we kind of need to move a lot of things around. And so I would like to do that, but I might actually, I just said all of that, but I think it's probably going to take me a day to clean up the basement. It won't take me the full day, but with making meals and other things that I need to do, I know that I'm going to have to get that stuff done. Oh, you know what? I also need to return library books here. I'm just going to put clean up basement here, and then on Friday I will put kids' rooms, and then Saturday I will put baking. And I think that that is going to be it. Now, all of these other things that are on the lists, I will also be doing, or the kids will be doing, depending on the day. So the kids don't necessarily have to do everything on the particular day as long as it gets done. I do want to do this again. I would like to mop, but I'm not sure what the weather is going to be like this week. If it's going to be snowing and raining all week, then I probably won't mop because, again, I say this in every video when I talk about our floors. My dog, when it snowed, she just brings in balls of snow, and I try and get most of it off, but she is a giant dog and there's no way that I can get all of it off, and then it just means that I am spot cleaning constantly. So instead of really washing all the floors and then having to spot clean, I will just spot clean when we have like a rainy, snowy week, and then when we have a dry week, I will wash the floors. That's just how I do it, because otherwise it drives me insane to spend so much time washing all of the floors just to then have to come back through and spot clean them constantly, which is what I do in the winter. Okay, so this doesn't look like a ton of stuff over here, but I know that it will be a lot more. And then what I will do on the individual days is I will add some extra steps if I need to. Typically, if I write clean up the basement and I am doing it, I know all of the steps. I don't have to write them down. So it's just to say, you're going to need a big block of time to do this. Same thing with the kids' rooms. And it's not so that I can clean the rooms, it's so that they can clean the rooms, but I can help figure out where the toys are going to go. And this is specifically for Lucy. Although Jack does have some stuff in his room that we probably ought to move. He has a bookshelf of books, but he doesn't reread books. And so they probably don't need to be in his room. And we could move that into a different space. So yes, this is my week at a glance. It's not very busy because we are on vacation. And if I have extra time or if we go out and do things, that's not really going to impact things too much. It will just mean that I shift things around. So this is my week at a glance for December 3rd through the 9th. I hope that this video was helpful for you. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to come back tomorrow for another Vlogmas vlog. Thanks guys. Bye.